All right. So, here's how I became a workaholic and burned myself out doing what it is that I love. So, when I was starting off, when I was at my prime and I reached my peak right before I burned out, I had already written and copywritten 10 full feature-length movies, plays. I had, I think, 4 or 5 books already copywritten. I had about 20 plus, like, short movies, anywhere between 30 45 minutes. Had those copywritten too. I also sat up there and it's like I did 3 or 4 music videos, and they were all shot within 12 to 48 hours, and that's for each one. That's just in shooting. So for one video, for example, it was shot in about 4 hours on a Saturday, and 4 hours on a Friday evening, 4 hours on a Saturday morning. So I guess that would be 8 hours technically, but it was shot within basically 12 hours. What else? Another one, most of them was kind of shot back to back. Like, shoot it on a Saturday, shoot it on a Friday. Very next day, we shoot the rest of it. Or we shoot it on a Saturday and then shoot the rest of it on a Monday. And that's pretty much how that was. Like, we was shooting like kind of like just rapid fire. We gonna hit it and quit it. I had, let's see, what else did I do? I had little shorts that I would do and stuff like that. Shooting would last like maybe 20-30 minutes. Multiple of those. What else did I do? I sat up there and I've done Instagram shorts. I've done YouTube segments that was probably about 45 minutes long, roughly. I've done, television shows that actually aired. And those were like 28 minutes and 30 seconds that it had to be done. But the turnaround on those was that you shoot one day, you have it edited, or you have it edited by the next day. Go through your revisions and stuff like that, and you upload it either the same day, or either you upload it on a Monday or you upload it on a Tuesday. And with the television show, it's like I had to have it like all taken care of and turned into the television station by Thursday. So that was a 4-day turnaround. Actually, it was a 3.5-day turnaround. I've done a trailer for a movie. and that was a 6-hour shoot. And I've also done a full-length movie, and that happened in 8 hours on one Saturday. We come back the next Saturday and we shot the rest of it. That was harsh. It was very difficult to do any of that. But it came so easy and effortlessly to me because I would spend months on pre-production for the major stuff. Months on pre-production. And I'd probably spend a couple days on just like the little clips and stuff like that. Like, well, this is what I want, this is what I want, stuff like that. It came so easy with pre-production. Now, that's not including post-production. But yeah, it could take a long time. But to get into the actual shooting, now keep in mind, I had never did any of this shit before. And I had just watched a clip where Robert Townsend was talking about how when he made his first movie, they kept telling him, you ain't never did this before. You ain't never directed a movie before. And he was like, well, shit, I could figure it out. It's like I've been around it enough. I've seen enough of it. So he said that it took him 12 days to shoot an entire movie. It's kind of like guerrilla warfare when it comes to doing it like that. You use what you got. So I did all that, and the post-production took a long time, but all the planning that I did before helped me sit up and actually go through it like it was nothing to me. And this is how it sat up there and actually like made me a workaholic, and it caused me to burn out. Because while I'm doing all that, spending 16 to 20 hours a day with pre-production, post-production, I'm still helping take care of my children. Getting them ready for school, getting them home from school, helping them do with their homework and stuff like that, spending time with them, getting them ready for bed, and all kinds of stuff. And that was my job. So technically I ended up being like a stay-at-home dad during that time, so I could work from home. And me being away from the house was just like a job, but it's like I was sitting up and actually like getting paid, making money. It was like a full-time job, for real. It really was, with overtime. But it came at a cost. Parts of my relationship started to dwindle because I became a workaholic. Parts of my relationship with my children began to dwindle because they would want some daddy time. But I had a deadline, and it just burnt me out. Now, there were some things that also contribute to my burnout, but that's not the point. The point is that I loved creativity so much, and I wanted to share my creativity with others and help others reach their vision, that I was willing to sit up and actually sacrifice some things. And over time, I genuinely lost my passion. I did. I genuinely lost my passion over time. And, I thought about trying to get it back. It's just that I'm not easily inspired anymore. I'm not. I'll have a random thought. I'll see it and I'll write it down. You'd be surprised at how many notebooks that I got with concepts and poems and verses and hooks and all kinds of stuff that I have written down. But it's only been one person lately that has sparked me. So I did one of them open verse challenges, And in doing that open verse challenge, it sparked me in such a way that I wrote 4 verses, gave him the first one, gave him the second one and the third one, and wrote a 4th one. And I did all that like back to back. Like I would write for like 5-10 minutes. And that's just 16 bars, but I did it as spoken word. And I'd sit up there and it's like I think like three or 4 of them all in the same day within, maybe about 3 hours. And that's including recording myself doing it and the retakes and all that stuff. But yeah, burnt me the hell out. It's a sad thing when you lose your passion to do something because you did it so much, and the capacity to where it's like sometimes you feel underappreciated or unappreciated. And I'm not saying that happened all the time, but it's like I was doing it more so for myself than I was doing it to sit up there and actually like for anybody else. It was a release valve. It was a release valve for me. So yeah, I know how hard it is, just like Robert Townsend said, to sit up there and actually like do something that you've never done before and that nobody has trained you or helped you to sit up and actually do it. That's why I study.